All right. Good to see everybody today. So let's just straight up come to a nice comfortable seat. You can be sitting forward in your chair if you want to start to engage the core a little bit. So rooting down into your sit bones, lifting tall to the sides of the waist. If you've had sort of a long day, you need to be a little mellower. Of course, you can, kind of almost find more of a Savasana, sort of a seated pose. So potentially leaning back into your chair, not working so hard, and just figure out where you need to be. And then allow your eyes to close here. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose and open your mouth, sigh the breath out, let it go. Ha. Couple more times like that. Smooth, deep inhale. We're all going to pretend that we're smelling bread at Scott's house. Open your mouth, sigh the breath out. A sigh of sadness so we don't get to eat that bread. As you feel ready, go ahead and start to find your Ujjayi breath if you like to practice that. So inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose, maybe constricting the sides of your throat. So you're creating a little bit of a sound there. It sounds like ocean waves rolling in and out. And if that's not working for you, just simply inhale and exhale through your nose. And just pay a lot of attention to your breath. How is it feeling today? So some days, it's a little easier. We can really fill up on the inhale. We can keep the inhale and the exhale nice and even. Some days it's a little more challenging to drop into that space. So just see where you're at. Pay attention to the physicality of your breath, especially the rib cage. So the breath is very three-dimensional. There's the expansion of the rib cage, front of the body, the sides of the body, the back of the body. Maybe just observing where the breath naturally goes for you. So for a lot of us, the front of the body fills up easily. Maybe it's harder to expand the sides of the waist, to breathe into the back body. So see if you can bring your attention there. Sending a little more breath to those spots. And mostly just soak up this stillness here. So we're so busy. We have so much going on. It's really important that we take these little breaks. We get these little mini resets. We check in. We assess how things are going, how life is going. We drop into our bodies. Observe if your shoulders are creeping up around your ears, just let them soften down. And then let's all take a nice deep inhale here together. Pause the breath at the top. Feel that lift of your sternum. See if you can sip in a little more air. And then open your mouth, sigh the breath out. Ha. Maybe blink your eyes open if they're not already. Then let's just shrug the shoulders up towards the ears. Deep inhale. And then again, just hold the breath. Maybe even scrunch your face a little bit. And ha, let it go. So just releasing down a few times like that. So we're actually creating a little tension. So we can release the tension and find some more space in the neck and the shoulders. Couple more. Let it release. And then just bringing your hands to your thighs. Let's move into some cat-cow. So connecting movement with breath, starting to warm up the spine. You can make any adjustments to your seat that you need to. So if you were more relaxed starting out, maybe go ahead and scoot forward in your seat. Really feel your sit bones pressing down into your chair. Then you can peek down at your feet. So they're about hips distance apart, knees landing over ankles. So just giving yourself a nice, generous stance. And then from here, as we inhale, you're going to rock forward on your sit bones. We're finding a little cobra feeling here. As you exhale, you move in the opposite direction, rocking to the backs of your sit bones. Your chin drops towards your chest. And then you just continue like this. And you're finding a pace that feels really good in your body. Some days it feels nice to move a little faster. Some days we want to elongate everything, stretch it out. You could even find a little mix of the two if that feels appropriate today. Good. And then if you'd like to get your arms in the mix here, as you inhale, maybe stretch right arm forward and up any amount. Exhale, release down. Inhale, left arm, lovely. And again, just noticing if you've added the shoulders, how are they feeling? Let's just do a couple more rounds to each side. If you wanted to do a couple rounds of both arms reaching up, you could play with how that feels. Good. And if you're doing opposite arms, just make sure that you're even. So you'll end with extending that left hand forward. Come back to your nice mountain pose, nice tall seat. Good. Feel your shoulder blades releasing down your back. There is a little sense of Cobra Pose here. It's not quite as exaggerated as our cow stretch, but there is that openness, that stretch. You're taking a couple of breaths here. Then stay nice and tall through the sides of your waist, but just start to release your chin towards your chest. As you do that, I can feel my shoulders want to creep up around my ears. And you're just releasing them down, shoulder blades down, releasing towards your sit bones, your tailbone, as your chin releases towards your chest. It's this little movement, but it's always really intense. And of course, these muscles in our neck, they work really, really hard. So relative to how big they are, they're doing a lot of work. So it can often take several breaths, several minutes before things start to release. Notice what's going on in your neck and shoulders. Maybe you need to back out a little bit, do a little less to start. And then let's keep our chin tucked, nice and slow. You're taking several breaths to start to bring that right ear towards your right shoulder. I'm getting all kinds of sensation. So feel free if you're in the same boat, if there's places where you want to pause and take a couple of breaths, by all means do so. And again, try to keep any tension out of your face and jaw. Try to keep the shoulders from reaching up towards the ears. And it's interesting how they want to grip when things are feeling really kind of tight and tense. You might release your left hand down. So kind of extending through those fingertips. That might increase the sensation that you're getting through this left side of your neck, those scalene muscles. If you go there and it's too much, just put your hand back on your thigh. And then just isolating the movement to this right side. Keep the chin tucked, and you can keep your fingers reaching down if you want. Just come back to center on the inhale. And then exhale. Right ear, right shoulder. Inhale, center. A few of these. Exhale. Good. So the next time you're releasing your chin towards your chest, just stay there. You can put your left hand back on top of your left thigh. Make any little adjustments that you need to. Put your brain in the back of your neck. Maybe it's starting to feel a little longer, a little easier. Maybe it's not. That's okay too. Check in with your breath. So we want that smooth inhale through the nose, that smooth exhale through the nose. You could even visualize your breath going to the back of your neck, creating a little space, kind of combing out any tangles. All right, so we keep the chin tucked, no rush, lots of breaths. As you start to bring your left ear towards your left shoulder. Pause at any places that you need to. You might not want to, but you'll know if you need to. Just take a breath or two. And again, just be mindful about where the shoulders are in space. Are they creeping up around your ears? If so, just let them release down your back. And then just holding here. If you want to release that right hand off your right thigh, you're welcome to do that. If it feels like too much on this side, skip it. This is definitely one of those hurts so good. Okay, so again, just isolating the movement to this left side, keeping the chin tucked as you exhale. Come back to center. Inhale off to the left. Good work. Exhale back to center. And shoulder blades release down. I just caught myself. That left one especially was sneaking up. And then when you're back to center, just hang out there. You can take your right hand back on your right thigh. Make any little adjustments. Few more good breaths here. Good, nice and easy as you inhale. Just start to lift your head so your chin comes parallel to the floor. Breath or two, sitting nice and tall. Hopefully things are feeling a little less congested in the neck, maybe even the shoulders, the tops of the shoulders. All right, so let's release our arms by our side. Feeling this openness across your heart and chest. It's like the thumbs are spinning outward, arms spinning outward. And then let's inhale, stretch the arms out and up. Let's just do, let's make cactus our arms as we exhale. Kind of lean back. It's like you're trying to squeeze your elbows in towards each other. Inhale, stretch back up. And then as we exhale, let's bring our hands together. They come to heart center. Do that little variation a few times. So inhale, take up lots of space as you reach out and up. And then exhale, find that cactus shape with your arms. Feel your sternum lift. Inhale, lengthen back up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Beautiful work. Good. A couple more. Inhaling, taking up space. Exhale, cactus. And then maybe shine your heart up towards the ceiling a little more. Maybe even bring your eyeballs up to the ceiling. Inhale, release any back bend that you took there. And exhale, hands come to heart center. One more like that. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhale, find that heart opening. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then from here, let's just start to roll forward, coming into an Uttanasana. So you can rest your hands on your thighs, hands on shins. If you have blocks or books, you could use those. And then again, we're going for that same feeling that we just had when we were doing that neck work, where you're letting the back of your neck lengthen and release as we hang forward here for several breaths. And you're listening to that sound of your breath, that inhale through your nose, that exhale through your nose. All right, so we're going to come into our half forward fold, our Ardha Uttanasana. This is another great place for your blocks. So you can press your hands into your blocks, or you can take your hands to your shins or your thighs. So we're thinking a little Cobra Pose. It's a little bit of that feeling that we had when we were taking our arms out in that T shape. So you can even think elbows squeezing in, shoulder blades squeezing in towards each other on your back. You're gazing forward and just see what's in front of you. Just notice it, look at it. Keep that breath smooth and steady. Good. As we exhale, we release back down in to our forward fold. Can you let the neck release a little more? Can you get a little longer in your spine? We're using gravity here to help us find that. And then your choice, we're going to come back up to our extended mountain pose. So you could reverse swan dive out. Maybe it feels better to press your hands into your legs. Reach up, good. As you exhale, hands release down. So let's put it all together and let's add our little cactus shape today just to get a little more back bend. So a little extra stretch. So you can start with your arms releasing by your side. Inhale, stretching up. Beautiful. As you exhale, open up your heart. Good. Inhale, find your tall spine. Hold on to your spine as you fold in. You can swan dive or you can slide hands down your legs. Let the back of the neck go. As you inhale, find your half forward fold. Exhale, release back in. Inhale again, your choice. You can roll up using your hands to help you. You can reverse swan dive out of this if you feel stable. I want to engage the core as we exhale. Hands come back to heart center. So that was a variation on our Ardha Surya Namaskara, half sun salute. Let's do a couple more of these. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhale, little back bend, nice. Inhale, nice and long. Exhale, folding all the way in. Inhale, another little back bend, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. And then however you want to make your way back into your extended mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. So let's do 2 more of these. I won't cue you. You can follow along with me. You can add, subtract anything that feels good. There's no rush. If your pace is different than mine, move with your breath. Sometimes it can feel nice to close your eyes in these. Only do that if you feel very stable and balanced. It's not necessary. And if your eyes are open, you're just keeping your gaze soft and gentle, so you're not looking around. Often when we start to look around, that's when the thoughts can kick up a little bit. And we do these sun salutes over and over and over again. We do all the poses over and over again. It just feels so good though. I find that I never get tired of them. I never think, oh, I wish I hadn't done that sun salute. Hopefully you are experiencing something similar. If not, that's okay. Good. And there is zero rush. When you're done with that second round, just come back to your mountain pose. We've got Jim and Tim back. Yay. Close your eyes here. Do a little mini check-in. How is your breath feeling? Are you noticing a little heat in the body through those sun salutes? Do you feel like there's a little more space in the body? Good. So blink your eyes open, release your hands down to your thigh, and then just refresh your seat here. So make any little adjustments, find those sit bones again, make sure that knees are over your ankles. And let's do a little twisting here. So we're going to inhale, stretch the arms out wide. Release the shoulder blades down your back. Good. And fire up the arms a little bit. This is the part where we're going to hold our arms out for 20 minutes joking. We're not going to do that. Deep inhale. As you exhale, nice gentle twist to the right. Doesn't have to be very deep. We're going to do this a few times, just warming up this action. Inhale back to center. Exhale, little twist to the right. Good. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Let's hold here. Pretend that you got 2 buddies there with you. Hold it, one holding onto each wrist. So they're kind of tractioning you apart. And then depending upon how twists feel in your body, you're either going to take your left hand to the inside of your left thigh, or it can come to the outside of the right thigh. But you're just pressing gently. And then that's allowing you to press that left shoulder head back. You can hold onto a piece of chair with that right hand. And several breaths here. You want to make sure that you're still sitting tall, even though we're twisting the spine out here. You've got a lot of length through the sides of your waist. Your shoulder blades are releasing down. There's even a little bit of a Cobra Pose feeling in this twist. In regards to your gaze, kind of just positioning your neck in a place that feels good. Some of us might move towards looking out over that right shoulder. You might not make it all the way there today. Just see where you're at, and then just keep that breath smooth and steady. And maybe, again, start to pay attention to the physicality of the breath. So how does it feel different? How is the expansion of the inhale different when we're in this twisted shape? Can you move or breathe more into the right side of your body? So if you're gazing out over your right shoulder, just release your neck. So you're just kind of looking straight ahead wherever that is for you. Keep pressing either into the outside of your right thigh or your left thigh. We're going to turn this into a little side stretch. So press into your sit bones. You're still wrapping left ribs to the right, but you're lifting your right arm up and over. Both shoulders notice, or shoulder blades, notice if they're creeping up around your ears, or shoulders are creeping to your ears. Soften down. It's a little shrug. These look great. Maybe you begin to gaze up underneath your top arm if it feels okay. Nice, deep inhale. All right, so as we exhale, we unwind. We're going to bring our right hand to our left thigh. So you're just making a little cross. Right arm is on top. And let's just find a little cat-cow here. So inhaling, arching forward. Exhaling, rounding in. Couple more. And then let's inhale up to a nice tall seat. So we have our right arm on top. So you can grab the shoulders, elbows are stacking. You can press the backs of your hands together. You might be able to press palms. Let's just lift the elbows here as we release the shoulder blades down our back. And then again, just a tiny, tiny little twist. Deep inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. It's not going to be very big with the arms in this configuration. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, little twist to the right. Good. Inhale to center. Exhale, little twist to the right. Nice. Inhale, come back to center. Good. Stretch the arms out and up. Nice work. And then release your arms by your side. Just take a couple of breaths here. And we'll take that little sequence to the second side. All right. So as you inhale, arms reach. Okay, shrug the shoulders down your back. Deep inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Good. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back to center. Good. Exhale, twist. Stretch out. It's like you have giant wings here. Press evenly into both sit bones. And then find your version of twist. If you're going less deep, right hand to the inside of the right thigh. Otherwise, hand can come to the outside of the left thigh. Shoulder heads are pressing back. So you're using your hands to give you a little leverage. It's a little heart opening, a little shoulder opening, in addition to all of this twist. And then paying attention to that breath. Where is it easy to fill up, especially on the inhale? Can you direct a little more breath to the areas where things feel constricted? And perhaps again, you're moving towards bringing your gaze out over the left shoulder. It might not get all the way there. Just giving everything a little ring out. Okay, so we stay in our twist, but we also find our little lateral stretch here. So if you're gazing out over your left shoulder, just release that. And then pressing into that right or left thigh with your right hand, root into your sit bones. Take that left arm up and over, even as you're wrapping your right ribs up towards the ceiling. These look amazing. Maybe just pretend that somebody is holding onto your left wrist, gently pulling it so you get a little longer through that left side of your body. Good, nice deep inhale. And then as we exhale, we unwind. Left hand crosses on top, so it comes to the right thigh. And then find your cat-cow, this funky little eagle arm cat-cow, moving with your breath. The arms crossed like this, it does, in my body, it gets into a little different place in the shoulders. Maybe you're feeling that as well. On your next inhale, come up to nice seat. Okay, so we have the left arm on top, elbow stack. You can hold shoulders here and then start to lift. You can bring the backs of hands together. You can press palms together, all good places to be. They're essentially doing the same thing. So our Garudasana, eagle arms. Hold on to those arms. So elbows lift, shoulder blades release, deep inhale. Exhale, little twist to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, gentle little twist to the left. Good, inhale, come back to center. Nice work, one more, exhale. Twisting to the left. We inhale back to center. Take an exhale. And then inhale, release arms, stretch up. Let's stay here. All right, so bring your right fingertips to your left wrist. Pull up on that left side. And then as you exhale, little kind of just classic side bend here. So we're shortening this right side of our waist as we lengthen through this left side. And you can stay here like this if this feels okay. If you want to find a little half wrap, release that right wrist. Palm spins to face behind you, so a little thumbs down sign. And then maybe reach around. So you might be able to get your hand to the inside that left hip. Maybe you're just holding onto a piece of shirt. All good places to be. Wherever you're at, you're pressing that right shoulder head back, even as you reach through those left fingertips. Breath, smooth and steady. We lose it sometimes, but we keep reminding ourselves to check in, to find it again. All right, so if you are in the wrap, go ahead and release. Let's inhale, stretch back to center. And then left fingertips to right wrist, pull up, get long. Side bend to the left. That right sit bone wants to pop up a little bit. It's okay if it does, but imagine that, You have a sandbag on that leg, so you're getting a little weight there. You're feeling a little rooted. Long on the right side. We're a little shorter on the left side, but we're spinning those left ribs up towards the ceiling. Again, you can stay here like this if you want to release. Left arm out. Do the thumbs down sign. And then again, just pressing your hand, the back of your hand into your lower back. You might be able to reach around a little further. Some of that has to do with shoulder flexibility. Some of it has to do with how long your arms are. I have monkey arms, so the wraps come easy to me. We've got a few more good breaths here. I know the arms are feeling it. Go deep inhale. Well, and actually, let's exhale. So let's come out of this the same way. Inhale, release the wrap if you're there. Stretch up. See how tall you can get. Sigh of relief as we exhale. Release the arms down. Maybe feel the blood coming back. And let's just roll the shoulders again. Good. Roll forward. And back. All right. So releasing your shoulders down your back. We're going to come into a version of Crescent Pose, and we're going to potentially take it into a twist. So we're going to keep, well, number one, you could keep both knees bent like this. This would work. You can stay in this variation. You might choose to extend your left leg to straight, assuming that that feels comfortable. You feel steady doing that. And you do want to have your legs about hips distance apart. So you are on train tracks as opposed to a balance beam. All right. So set up for a crescent pose. Let's go ahead and inhale, stretch the arms up. And then just a couple times, let's do this little heart opener again. So exhale, bend the elbows, sternum lifts. Inhale, extend the arms up overhead. 2 more. Exhale. Good. Inhale. And then exhale here. Good. Let's go ahead and stretch the arms out. Okay, and then we're going to take our left arm underneath again. So we're coming back into our eagle arms. And any variation, you can hold onto shoulders, backs of the hands pressed, maybe palms pressed. All right, deep inhale. Exhale, a little twist to the right. Good. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Nice work. Inhale back to center. Okay, so one more. Exhale, twist to the right. So options, you can stay here like this, elbows lifting, shoulder blades releasing down. You could come, release the hands, left hand to the outside of the right thigh or inside of the left thigh, grabbing a piece of chair behind you. If you want to play with hinging forward, you could hook left elbow to the outside of that right thigh. And again, you could stay in your eagle arms, or maybe you release and bring palms to heart center. That would be a good variation. So a few different options here. So again, you might be in the upright twist. If you wanted to stay in your eagle arms, you could twist here or hinge forward. You might simply be pressing palms towards heart center. So it's kind of like a pick your own adventure twist. We got a couple more breaths. Focus on filling up on your inhale. Good. Deep inhale. Full exhale. And then as you inhale, you're going to make your way out. And we're here. So option to take a forward fold. And this is another place where you can either use your hands on your thighs or the blocks can be really good. So this almost, if you have some blocks or a table or a desk out in front of you, you can really stretch forward. So you're trying to find length. And this is almost like a version of pyramid pose. So a nice stretch into the spine, lower back. And if that left leg is extended in your body, you might be getting a little hamstring stretch. Or as I sometimes like to call it, a ham scream stretch, because let's face it, those hamstrings can scream at you. That was a mouthful. Got a couple more breaths. All right, you start to make your way out of this forward fold on your inhale. Nice work. Let's bend left knee if that leg was extended straight, and we'll take the second side. So stay here just in your mountain pose, that works. Or you can go ahead and lengthen through that right leg if that feels good and appropriate in your body. Okay, so setting up for our crescent pose. Inhale, take the arms out and up. A few times here, exhale. Think Cobra Pose, a little back bend. Inhaling, stretching up. Beautiful work. Exhale. And one more. Inhale, maybe gaze up. Feel your sternum lift. And then exhale here. Okay, let's take the arms out wide. And then we're going to bring the right arm underneath this time. So you either hug your shoulders with your hands, backs of the hands press, palms press. Elbows lift here as your shoulder blades release down towards your tailbone. Couple of breaths. So crescent pose legs with our Garudasana arms, so kind of mixing things up. All right, deep inhale. Keep all this length as you exhale. Little twist to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, little twist to the left. Good. Inhale, center. And then exhale, little twist to the left. So you could just stay here like this the whole time. You could release your hand, so do more of that twist that we've already visited, just a different variation with the legs. So that would be an option. If you want to just stay in the Garudasana arms, but hinge forward, maybe hooking right elbow to the outside of that left thigh, you could do that. You could also press palms towards heart center. So they're all just little variations, doing similar but different things. These look great. You might be moving again towards looking out over that left shoulder. Can you get the breath to the places that are feeling particularly constricted? Find that feeling of sternum lifting. So there's a little Cobra Pose here. Good. Deep inhale. Full exhale. And then as you inhale, just unravel yourself here. And then option to start to hinge forward any amount. So keeping the sides of the waist nice and long. Hands can be on blocks. Maybe you're walking those forward. Or again, hands on a chair in front of you, or a desk, or a table. Or just sitting upright. Always ways to vary these things. We've all been practicing a long time, so we're good at doing that. Even here in this forward fold, can you shrug your shoulders towards your sit bones? All right, as we inhale, we roll on up. Good, just come back to your mountain pose. So you bend that right knee again. Good, and then let's move into some alternate nostril breathing today. So just finding a nice comfortable seat. You can lean back in your chair if that feels good. You can sit forward and tall, wherever you want to be, but let's just start to warm up the fingers. Okay, so as you know, we're going to be blocking our nostrils. So it doesn't matter what fingers you use. Classically, this pose is taught with the middle and ring finger. The middle and index finger down. And then it's like your ring finger and pinky kind of become one. Yeah, these look good. You can take your left hand on your left thigh. Okay, so find the bony part of your nose. And then come down so you feel where the cartilage is. So that's where we're going to block. You don't have to press very hard. It's just very, very gentle. Allow your eyes to close here. Take a nice deep inhale through both nostrils. Full, complete exhale through both nostrils. So block your right nostril with your thumb, inhale left. Block left, exhale right. Inhale right. Block right, exhale left. Inhale left. Block left, exhale right. Inhale right. Block right, exhale left. Inhale left. Block left, exhale right. Inhale right. Block right, exhale left. Inhale left. Good, block left, exhale right. Just release your right hand down. Take a couple of breaths here, inhaling and exhaling through both nostrils. And then just to mix it up, let's use our left hand to do the same thing. So same configuration, or you can use your pointer and your thumb. So find that spot, just being really gentle here. Check in, pay attention to your shoulders here too, especially this hand that's lifted. The shoulder likes to creep up. So you're just releasing down. Close your eyes again if they're not already. Nice deep inhale through both nostrils. Good, full, complete exhale. All right, so block right, inhale left. Block left, exhale right. Inhale right. Block right, exhale left. Inhale left. Block left, exhale right. Inhale right. Block right, exhale left. Inhale left. Block left, exhale right. Inhale right. Good. Block right, exhale left. Good. Release your left hand down. Okay, so let's just play with this. It may or may not happen. It's going to be more of a visualization than anything. So we're going to try to accomplish a little of what we just did with our hands, but without using them. So nice deep inhale through both nostrils. Good. Full complete exhale. And then see if you can just isolate the breath going in through the left nostril. And then see if you can exhale through the right. And see if you can do it without contorting your face. I'm not peeking, so I don't know. And then again, see if you can inhale through the right. And then exhale through the left. Good. One more time. Sorry, I said that wrong. So inhaling through the left. Exhale through the right. Deep inhale through both nostrils. I did that one. That's about all I accomplished. As you exhale, let it go through both nostrils. And then let's do the opposite. So now see if you can inhale just through the right side. Exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale both. Exhale both. Let that all go. So we start to move towards our Savasana. So whatever that looks like for you, it's really a state of mind. I want you to find a place where you can rest. So maybe that means seated where you're at. Maybe you're doing a forward fold, or you could rest on the table in front of you. If it's available to you, if it's easy for you to get on the floor and do a classic Shavasana, you're welcome to do that. So just find a place where you can sit and be still. So we have these bookends on our yoga practice. We pause in the beginning and we pause at the end. I think both of these are really important. For some of us, this is the only time when we give ourselves permission to check in, to quiet down, to be still. So really soak this up, even if it's challenging for you. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just do the best that you can. Use your breath. Nasato ma satgamaya. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Mritya ma mritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. Let your next inhale be deeper. Open your mouth, sigh the breath out as you exhale. Ha. And then just start to bring some gentle movement back to your body. Wiggle, stretch. And eventually just placing your palms in a pile on top of your heart. Final check-in, noticing how you feel differently than when we started. Sending yourself love and gratitude, sending your body love and gratitude for showing up, for making the effort. Promise yourself that you're going to carry all of this good feeling you've worked so hard to create with you into the rest of the day, the rest of the week ahead. And finally, just bow your head with a smile. Beautiful work today. Thank you, everybody. I don't know about everybody else, but all I could think about was bread in Shavasana, homemade bread. Thanks, Scott.